Hello everyone, we are learning about the industries. Look here, before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where raw material, power supply and running water were easily available. Later, the ideal location for the industry was near coal field and close to canals and railways. After 1950, iron and steel industry began to be located on the large area of flat land near seaport. This is because by the time steel work had become very large and iron ore had to be imported from overseas. In India, iron and steel industry has developed taking. Look at the picture 5.7. The changing location of iron and steel. First one, the best location before 1800. Second, the best location from 1800 to 1950, and the best location since 1950. Okay, look here. Figure 5.8. World measure iron ore producing areas. Okay, advantage of raw material, cheap labor, transport and market. All the important steel producing centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Burnpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in a region that spread over four states: West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh, uh, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu, and other important steel center utilizing local resources. Jamshedpur before 1947 there was only one in iron and steel plant in the country, Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, TISCO. It was privately owned. After independence, the government took the initiative and set up several iron and steel plants. TISCO was started in 1907 at Sakchi near the confluence of the river Subarnrekha and Karaki in Jharkhand. Later on, Sakshi was renamed as Jamshedpur. Geographically, Jamshedpur is the most conveniently situated iron and steel center in the country. Look here, look at the picture location of iron and steel industry Jamshedpur. Here is sketch. Okay. Simple line, major road and the lining railway line. Sakshi Sakchi was chosen to set up steel plant for several reasons. This place was only 32 km away from Kalimati station on the Bengal Nagpur railway line. It was close to the iron ore, coal, and manganese deposit as well as to Kolkata, which provide a large market. Tesco gets coal from Jharia coalfield and iron ore, limestone, dolomite, and manganese from Odisha and Chhattisgarh. The Karki and Subarnekha rivers ensured sufficient water supply. Government initiative provide adequate capital for its later development. Let's do with the help of an atlas identify some iron and steel industry in India and mark their location on an outline map of India. In Jamshedpur, several other industries plant were set up after TISCO. They produce chemicals, locomotive parts, agricultural equipment, machinery, tin plate, cable and wire. The development of the iron and steel industry opened the doors to rapid industrial development in India. Almost all sectors of Indian industry depend heavily on the iron and steel industry for their basic infrastructure. The Indian iron and steel industry consists of large integrated steel plant as well as mini steel mills. It also includes secondary producer rolling mills and ancillary industries. Pittsburgh, it is an important steel of the United States of America. The steel industry at Pittsburgh enjoying locational advantage. Some of the raw materials such as coal is available locally, while the other iron ore comes from the iron mines in Minnesota, about 1500 km from Pittsburgh. Between these mines and Pittsburgh is one of the world's best route for shipping ore cheaply. The famous Great Lakes Waterway trains carry the ore from the Great Lakes to the Pittsburgh area. The Ohio, the Mongolia, and Allegheny rivers provide adequate water supply. Today, very few of the large steel mills are in Pittsburgh itself. They are located in the valley of Mongolia and Allegheny rivers above Pittsburgh and along the Ohio River below it. Finished steel is transported to the market both land and water routes. Pittsburgh area has many factories other than steel mill. These are steel as their raw material to make many different products such as railroad equipment, heavy machinery, and rails. Word origin: the term textile is derived from Latin word texture, which means wave. Cotton textile industry. Weaving cloth from yarn in an ancient art. Cotton, wool, silk, jute, flax have been used for making cloth. The textile industry can be divided on the basis of raw material used in them. Fibers are the raw material of textile industry. Fibers can be nature or man-made. Natural fibers are obtained from wool, silk, cotton, line, and jute. Man-made fibers include nylon, polyester, acrylic, and rayon. The cotton textile industry is one of the oldest industry in the world. Till the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, cotton cloth was made using hand spinning technique, wheels, and looms. In the 18th century, power looms facilitated and development of cotton textile industry, first in Britain and later in other part of the world. Today, India, China, Japan, and USA are important producers of cotton textile. India has a glorious tradition of producing excellent quality cotton textile. Before the British rule India, look at this picture. World major cotton textile manufacturing regions. Hand spun and hand woven cloth already had a wide market. The Muslims of Dhaka, citizens, Chintas, and Mausolepatnam, Calicos of Calicut, and gold brought cotton of Burhanpur, Surat, and Vadodara were known worldwide for their quality and design, but the production of hand woven cotton textile was expensive and time consuming. Hence, the traditional cotton textile industry could not face the competition from the new textile mills of the West, which produce cheap and good quality fabric. Those mechanized industrial unit. The first successful mechanized textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1984. The warm, moist climate, support of importing machinery, availability of raw material, and skilled labor resulted in rapid expansion of the industry in region. Do you know the first textile mill is the country was established at Fort Gloucester near Kolkata in 1818, but it closed down after some time. Initially, this industry flourished in the state of the Maharashtra and Gujarati because of the favorable humid climate, but today humidity can be created artificially, and cotton is a pure and not weight losing raw material. So this industry was suspended to other parts. Do you know about the third part of the Indian textile industry? Total production is exported. In India, Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Puducherry, and Panipat are some of the other important centers. Ahmedabad, it is located in Gujarat on the banks of Sabarmati River. The first mill was established in 1859. It soon became the second largest textile city of India. After Mumbai, Ahmedabad was therefore often referred to as the Manchester of India. favorable location factors were responsible for the development of the textile industry in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is situated very close to cotton growing area. This ensures easily availability of raw material. The climate is ideal for spinning and weaving. The flat terrain and easy available of land is suitable for the establishment of the mills. The densely populated states of Gujarat and Maharashtra provide both skilled and semi-skilled labor. Well-developed road and railway network permits easy transportation of textile to different part of the Mumbai port. Nearby facilities import of machinery and export of cotton textile. Activity collect different type of pieces of clothes from a tailor and shop and classify them under cotton, silk, synthetic and woolen. Find out the raw material used in their manufacturing. But in the recent year, Ahmedabad textile mills have been having some problems. Several textile mills have closed down. This is primarily due to the emergence of the new textile center in the country as well as upgradation of machines and technology in mills of Ahmedabad or Osaka. It is important textile center of Japan, also known as Manchester of Japan. The textile industry developed in Osaka due to several geographical factors. The extensive plan around Osaka ensured that land was easily available for the growth of cotton mill. Warm, humid climate is very is situated to suited to spinning and weaving. The river Udu provides sufficient water for the mill's labor is easily available. Location of port facilities, import of raw cotton and for exporting textile. The textile industry at Osaka depends completely upon imported raw material. Cotton is important from Egypt, India, China, and USA. The finished product is mostly exported and has a good maker due to good quality and low price. Though it is one of the important textile cities in the country, at late the cotton textile industry of Osaka has been replaced by the other industries such as iron, steel, machinery, shipping, automobiles, electrical equipment, and cement. Let's do on an outline map of the world mark the places which provide raw material to cotton textile industry of Osaka. Exercise. Answer the following questions. What is meant by the term industry? What are the main factors which influence the location of industry? Which industry is often referred to as the backbone of modern industry and why? Why cotton textile industry rapidly expanded in Mumbai? Take the correct answer. Fort Gloucester is located. Which one of the following is natural fiber? Distinguish between the following. Give two examples of the following in the space provided. Activity. Look at the color. Forest, Chuna mountain, iron ore, forest, coal khan. Report. Iron ore, coal, limestone, water, market, labor supply, port facilities. Activity. Trace the journey of your shirt from a cotton field to your wardrobe. Examples of agro-based industries. Activity. Find out the inputs, outputs and process involved in the manufacture of a leather shoe.